Okay, I finished building my Skywalker Sirius plane, the Sirius from Skywalker. Doesn't come with any instructions, but it's pretty easy to put together, pretty self-explanatory. A couple of changes that I made. Instead of running the wires inside, I trimmed that out so I could have access to my wires, so I could change servos, plug in the ailerons without having, a lot of wires, messy wires to deal with. So I did that on the two wings. On the fuselage tail, I did run my elevator and rudder servo inside the fuselage. Instead of going all the way inside and coming to the back of the servos, I came out of this hole right here and I ran the elevator servo this way, rudder servo this way. That way if I ever need to service these, replace the gears or whatnot, I can pull them out and I have some room to work. If I had run these completely inside, I wouldn't have been able to really pull them out. It would have been a pain to deal with. Well, so, it doesn't look that great, but in the long run, I think it's going to be better. Using the 1400 kV motor, I don't know what brand it is. It's about a 60 to 70 gram, probably 60 gram motor. 1400 kV, I'm using a master air screw 7x5 prop. And all in all, the plane went together nicely, and it's a fairly well built plane, especially for the money. I'll pop the canopy off here. I've got all my electronics in there to fly the plane. While I don't have my FPV stuff, I do have my receiver and all that good stuff tucked way back in there. So as you can see, there's tons of room for batteries and additional electronic devices, both inside here and underneath the canopy to mount, so it's a lot of room. The canopy is magnetic and really secure. That's not coming off in flight. And I also like the mounting of the speed controller. It sits down in here really nicely. The only thing I had to do different here is I had to cut a slot out of the foam from here down to the back of the speed controller, so I could get to my motor wires to change them if I need to. So I can replace the motor, do whatever I need to do there. It does have the landing gear, and they are pretty strong for wire landing gear. And the other modification that I made was, like the Easy Star, the wings slip into this slot right here on the side. This carbon fiber spar goes in between them, and they just fit together like this. But unlike the Easy Star, there's no mechanism to keep them together. So what I decided to do is use Velcro. Well, I have tried rare earth magnets here and Velcro here to stick the two wings together. It didn't really work that well for me. I didn't have a lot of success. So what I decided to do this time is to run some plain white masking tape through the inside of the fuselage, and it's folded, so the sticky side is folded on itself. So I got these flaps here, and on those flaps I mounted Velcro. So on the other side of the wing, the other piece of the Velcro. So what I do is I slip the wing in, take my Velcro straps, stick them on there. That secures the wing from coming out. Now all I have to do is plug my aileron servo in right here, and I'm good to go. Carbon fiber rod, other wing, Velcro, and so that seems to hold them in pretty darn secure. So take them out, all I do is basically pop the Velcro and the wing comes out. So I think that's going to work out pretty well. The weather has been totally crappy here for the last 3 weeks on the weekend, and no different today. It's very windy and very rainy, so again, no flying for me today. But this Sirius is ready to go, so I'm looking forward to doing the maiden flight on that here pretty soon. Okay, since it has been so rainy and I haven't had a lot of time to fly, I've just been building more planes, and what I built the X41. Actually, it's an X41. The design, I'm not sure. I got this off of partjets.com. I don't know who designed it, but it's a pretty cool looking plane. This plane was designed to have a canard, a functional canard on the front, but I didn't put that on there. I have built one of these before with the working canard, and it was fast and it flew pretty well, but I ended up destroying it, so I decided to build another one. And so this one's built out of just Dollar Tree foam board, and the vertical stabilizers are balsa, all covered with just packing tape, and I've got a hatch here for my electronics and my battery. 2600 kV motor with a 4x7.5 prop, and I'm going to go ahead and try that small prop, but I also have a 5x5 for it if I don't get enough thrust, but I think I'll have plenty enough thrust. It's a very small, very light plane, so maiden flight of this coming up as well. I still need to put my servos in it, but other than that, it's ready to go. So hopefully I'll have some good weather here to fly pretty soon, and until then, have a good one.